Hey there, I'm Jamie New, the founder of Smartest You, and in this video you're going to learn how to increase artist revenue through various revenue streams and which ones might be the best to focus on today. When you're done watching, comment and let all of us know what you think, and make sure you check out the description of this video to download a mini toolkit of our and yours 10 best templates and guides on artist management. To start off, diving into every single revenue stream is a little overwhelming, so I'm going to mention a long list of them for you, but then I'm going to narrow them down to a few areas where you can focus first. So firstly, you have retail music sales, which is sales of just direct sales of your songs. Digital music sales, sales of your digital songs in digital retail stores. Live performance, so flat fees, ticket sales, VIP sales. Off-stage music sales, sales of your albums at your merchandise table. Physical merchandise sales, so t-shirts, posters, that sort of thing. Digital merchandise apps, like apps and ringtones. Sponsorships for a tour or a creative partnership, or endorsements, which are payments or free goods from a brand partnership. Or streaming royalties, which are paid to songwriters when songs are streamed on Spotify or other platforms. There's the YouTube Partner Program, money paid to you when you sign up to have advertisements play on your YouTube videos. Then there's digital performance royalties, which are paid for songs that are streamed online. Then there's mechanical royalties, which is the reproduction of recordings of your songs, physical or digital. Then there's publisher advances, which some songwriters get when they get signed to a publishing company, or a record label advance, which is paid to some artists when they get signed to a record label. Sometimes you can get record label support, where they'll support your tour once you're already signed to them. Then there's public performance royalties, which is paid to songwriters when their songs are played on television or in restaurants or clubs or other public spaces. There's sync licensing, which is the use of your music in film, TV, video games, commercials, etc. Then there's composing original work, so you could be commissioned to create a soundtrack for a film or something like that. There's grants, which is funding from the government or nonprofits or charities that support music projects. There's crowdfunding, which is support from fans in the form of pre-selling your music, experiences, and merchandise. Or you could be acting. You could act in a commercial or a film if that's something you're good at. Or speaking or teaching. You could lecture or host a workshop or be hired to teach. Or there's producing. Some artists produce for other artists. Or session musicians, where some artists get paid to perform on a track or perform live for other artists. Now, you can and should go after all of these, but hear me out. Today, artists and record companies are making the most money from digital performance royalties, from streaming and sales from digital downloads, as well as getting their music placed in film, television, commercials, ads, video games, etc. And while physical sales such as CDs are continuing to decrease massively over the last 10 years, we are increasingly seeing the revival of the vinyl record, which is really cool. So in 2016, we saw the first real growth in global recorded music revenue than we had in 18 years. So let me back it up for a second. Recorded music revenue includes digital, physical, streaming, performance royalties, and sync revenues. All of these combined hit a peak in 1999 and went on a downward spiral until 2010, stayed flat for 5 years, and for the past 3 have been back on the rise again, which is pretty cool. Physical sales specifically went from 23 billion down to 5 billion. And in the past 10 years, digital and streaming revenue has gone up from 1 billion to 8 billion. In 2017, total digital income accounted for more than half of all recorded music revenue for the first time in history. So what does this mean for you? Firstly, it means invest more of your time in your efforts in getting your music onto digital streaming playlists. So either get to know the editorial and playlist creator staff at Spotify, Apple, Google, and other DSPs, digital streaming platforms, as well as SiriusXM or satellite radio broadcasters, or hire streaming promoters or streaming promotions companies to do the pitching for you. Draw your fans to stream your music as much as you can, and make sure your songs are registered with Sound Exchange, the organization that collects and distributes your digital performance royalties. It also means to release as much music on these platforms as you can. we see all the top urban artists releasing albums with 40 friggin' songs on them. And guess what? They're breaking streaming records and earning the most money. Now, I'm not saying to go and do that, but it's important to notice and to get your brain going. Secondly, this means you should be investing more of your efforts in getting opportunities for sync. So meet music supervisors who are working on shows that fit your musical style. Try to get a deal with a publishing company that has pre-existing relationships with music supervisors and a track record of sync opportunities for their clients. And you can watch our video, How to Get a Sync, for more information on this topic, which I've linked to in the description of this video below. And thirdly, an important piece of the pie is to invest in mastering your live performance. Because while the global recorded music industry is now a $17 billion industry, the global live performance industry is sitting around $10 billion and is continuing to grow every single year. So while you're focusing your efforts on streaming and sync, don't forget to focus your efforts on the other big piece of the pie, touring, which a lot of people forget about these days because of all the online stuff. But anyway, I hope you like this video and comment with your thoughts. Remember to check the description for your free downloads. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons. Please share it with your friends, and thank you very much for watching.